This must be the most perverted brother Khan. The female protagonist Maya can't help but have her heart race as soon as she sees her younger brother, and what she thinks in her mind is how to monopolize him. When her brother just dirties his clothes in battle, she wants to scrutinize every part of his body, even his private part. When she knows that her brother, whom she regards as a treasure, wins the favor of a demon girl, she decides to fight against her. Who will be the winner of this battle? Like and subscribe, and let's get it revealed. One day, 3 orc brothers attack a village in another world, causing the villagers to flee in all directions in order to avoid their attacks. Soon, the village is occupied by the orc brothers. When they are about to drink and celebrate, the male protagonist Asahi comes to them. He claims himself as an adventurer and draws his sword to challenge the orcs. Looking at the pipsqueak, the 3 orc brothers can't help but burst out laughing, thinking that he is no match for them at all. But Asahi is very confident, asking them to surrender to him, otherwise, they will definitely be eliminated by him. Asahi's arrogant words anger one of the orcs. He raises his weapon and slams into Asahi. Just then, the ground suddenly shakes. As a stone pillar rises from the ground, the orc is sent high into the air. Immediately afterwards, the heroine Maya makes her debut. She kicks the orc hard and blows him up with magic, scaring the remaining 2 orc brothers away. Maya is Asahi's elder sister, and they came to this world because of an accident. Not long ago, Asahi got hit by a car as he tried to save a little girl. He thought his life had come to an end, but after a flashing white light, he saw the wyvern in the sky, and he realized that he had been reincarnated in another world. Asahi liked to play video games and was very familiar with Isekai stuff, so he didn't have any discomfort. Just then, he accidentally bumped into a man, and he habitually apologized in Japanese. To his surprise, the man responded to him in Japanese as well, which made Asahi realize that he did not have any language barriers with people here. Thinking he might be the favored one by God, Asahi took out his phone intending to take a picture and post it online, but he soon found that there were no network signals here. Though a little disappointed, he quickly perked up. He believed that with his experience in Isekai games, he could be able to live a happy life here. The first thing he thought of was to sell his phone, which was useless in this world, in exchange for money. The civilization in this world is probably equal to that of the Middle Ages on Earth, so the shop owner had never seen a mobile phone, but he still paid 500 gold for Asahi's phone. After getting the money, Asahi became interested in the items sold in the store. After some selection, he bought a light leather armor and a sword. It was the first time he had seen a real sword, so he couldn't help but keep wielding it. Next, Asahi walked into the Adventurers Guild. When the reception lady learned that it was Asahi's first time joining a guild, she was surprised and curious about him. She leaned on the counter, trying to observe Asahi's facial expression up close, which made Asahi a little uncomfortable, and her hot figure made him blush. But the lady mistook it as a reaction to his nervousness. Deciding to help Asahi get to know the Adventurers Guild, she took an application form from her bookshelf and explained to Asahi the process of becoming an adventurer. Considering it would be Asahi's first time to take a quest, she suggested that he go on hunting low-level monsters. Asahi took the advice of the reception lady, but as soon as he left the town, he encountered a very powerful wyvern. Faced with the fireball attacks, Asahi could only run desperately. He hid behind a rock, taking the opportunity to check his status. However, he was only given the skill of stone throwing at level 1, with which he couldn't defeat the wyvern at all. As Asahi was about to be pounced on, he helplessly called out his sister's name. As a result, a magic array sent his sister, Maya, to his side. To protect Asahi, Maya burst out with very powerful energy, knocking down the wyvern with just one blow. After the battle, Maya couldn't help but pounce on Asahi, as she was so happy and surprised to reunite with her brother in another world. Then, the siblings had a talk, revealing what happened to each other. It turned out that Asahi had been in a coma in his world, but often talked. Noticing this, Maya speculated that his soul might have gone to another world. She had always liked her brother, and couldn't live without him. Therefore, she decided to end her life, so as to go to another world to find her brother. Thankfully, her guess was true, and she finally met Asahi again. As the memory ends, we're brought back to Maya's fight with the orcs. She couldn't bear the 3 orc brothers calling Asahi pipsqueak, slaughtering the escaping 2 with her magic power to vent her anger. Just then, Maya notices a bruise on Asahi's face. As Asahi's older sister, Maya will never allow Asahi to be harmed in any way, so she pounces on Asahi, trying to cure the bruise by licking him over. Meanwhile, the surviving villagers, mistaking Asahi for the savior, come out to thank him. They are very touched, honoring him as mighty hero. Asahi's deed soon reaches the Adventurers Guild. The reception lady tells Asahi that because he defeated the 3 orc brothers, his rank has gone up from the lowest rabbit class to the 4th ogre class. Such a huge promotion is very rare among rookie adventurers. The reception lady gives the ogre class badge to Asahi and reminds him that falsifying ranks is not allowed. If Asahi tries to promote the rank by disguising himself as a strong person, he will be sentenced to death. But the reception lady trusts Asahi, believing that he will not lie to her. These words make Asahi very nervous. After leaving the guild, he immediately comes to Maya, asking her to hide her strength while make him look like the stronger one. Also, to confirm Maya's strength, Asahi offers to check her stats. Maya thought that he was talking about her size, so she grabs his hand and put it on her body. Asahi instantly blushes and withdraws his hand, explaining that what he wants to see is her ability stats. Then, Maya opens her status screen, which shocks Asahi. It turns out Maya is so strong that her ability stats even extend beyond the screen. With such strength, neither humans nor monsters are her match. Thinking of their strength gap, Asahi falls to his knees in frustration. He reminds Maya not to tell anyone about her abilities, making it a secret between them. Maya agrees, and compared with the ability stats, she wants to know Asahi's body stats more, such as how many moles he has on his body. Just when Maya is about to count that, a sudden noise interrupts it. They follow the sound to the main street, where the shop owner recognizes Asahi and tells them that the people of the town are seeing off the strongest party named Clan Balmonk, in the hope that the party can defeat the Demon King. These words remind Asahi of the Isekai games he once played. Generally, once you defeat the Demon King, you can return to your own world. Learning of that, Maya decides to beat up Demon King real quick. The shop owner does not know the strength of Maya, suggesting that they gain experience first and increase their adventurer ranks. Because Balmonk's leader, Siegfried, is a dragon-class adventurer. Listening to what the shop owner said, Asahi admires Siegfried's strength, hoping to become like him one day. Just then, an adventurer, jealous of Siegfried's strength, angrily destroys the tables and chairs in a food stall. But no one dares to stop him because he is an ogre-class adventurer. The shop owner remembers that Asahi is also at ogre class, recommending he fight the adventurer. The stall owner's daughter learns of the situation, begging Asahi to protect them, while the onlookers also recognize Asahi and begin to cheer for him. The adventurer, however, doesn't care, mocks Asahi as a pipsqueak and offers to fight him. Seeing her beloved brother being humiliated, Maya is enraged. She won't let the mocker die, but make him regret on the bed for the rest of his life. Hearing this, Asahi hurriedly stops Maya, asking her to just cooperate with him to scare the adventurer away, and for that he is willing to do anything she asks. As Maya agrees, Asahi challenges the adventurer. We see Asahi casually make a move in the air, and the ground split in half. The adventurer is frightened by this terrifying strength and flees away immediately. The onlookers also think it was Asahi's real strength, paying great tribute to him. After the battle, Maya asks Asahi for her reward. She pounces on Asahi and tries to kiss him. Amid the screams of Asahi, Maya achieves her purpose. This is just the beginning, and I am sure that there will be more interesting events waiting for them in the future. One day, Maya catches a cold because she wears too little. Asahi therefore drapes his coat over her. Maya is very touched, but she wants Asahi to warm her with his body heat more. Despite Asahi's objections, she hugs him tightly. Maya feels happy every day, and she is glad that she can live in another world with Asahi. While Asahi is out, she sneaks into his room, jumping onto his bed to feel Asahi's remaining warmth. Meanwhile, Asahi arrives at the Adventurers Guild. He wants to complete some simple tasks by himself instead of relying on Maya all the time. The reception lady then gives him the task to collect rainbow mushrooms in the forest. At the entrance to the forest there is a sign warning the adventurers to be aware of bears. Seeing this, Asahi tries to convince himself that it should be rare to encounter a bear, only to see a huge bear behind shortly after. He knows he can't beat it, so he immediately runs away while throwing mushrooms to it. Just as Asahi is about to be attacked by the bear, a mysterious girl saves him. Suffering such a huge shock, Asahi accidentally falls and buries his head in the chest of the girl. This familiar touch makes him mistakenly think it is Maya who saved him. He calls out Big Sister affectionately, only to discover that this girl is not Maya. Her name is Kilmaria, and she happened to pass through this forest. She was called Sister for the first time, somehow feeling a little touched. At this time, the big bear is back with its companions to besiege them. Kilmaria throws Asahi away and fights 13 bears alone. She knocks out all the bears with just one blow and holds Asahi before he falls. Unfortunately, Kilmaria's actions angered Kaiser Bear, the king of the bears. In order to avenge his followers, Kaiser Bear launches a fireball attack against them. Easy and calm, Kilmaria, who possesses terrifying power, manipulates the legendary hellfire to burn Kaiser Bear to ashes. Asahi is frightened by her strength, speculating that she may be a demon. Kilmaria then tells him that she is a top cadre of the Demon King's army, one of the 6 demon generals. She is looking for an adventurer named Asahi. She heard about his deeds and guessed that he might be the next hero. Kilmaria doesn't yet know that the person she is looking for is right in front of her. Learning of that, Asahi is scared, and his first reaction is to sneak away. However, his orc class badge with his name on drops, and Kilmaria immediately recognizes him. She realizes that she underestimates Asahi's strength, ready to challenge him. Knowing that he is no match for Kilmaria, Asahi can only run desperately. Thankfully, Maya senses that Asahi is in danger. When he is about to be captured by Kilmaria, Maya rushes to his side. Kilmaria is very dissatisfied with the sudden appearance of Maya and immediately attacks her, while Maya reacts quickly and fights back. To their surprise, neither of them defeats the other with one blow. Kilmaria sees Maya's strength, concluding that it must be Maya who has been secretly assisting Asahi. She is excited that she has found a comparable opponent, and decides to initiate a fiercer fight. Kilmaria manipulates Fearful Flare and throws it at Maya. Unexpectedly, Maya uses her wind magic to easily defeat her. Just as Maya is about to end Kilmaria's life, Asahi stops her, because Kilmaria has saved him twice. He doesn't think she's evil, and hopes Maya will let her go. Learning that Kilmaria has protected her brother, Maya dismisses the idea of destroying her. Kilmaria is surprised to see Asahi trying to protect her, which makes her fond of him. After the battle, Maya prepares a very hearty dinner using the mushrooms collected by Asahi. During dinner, Asahi mentions Kilmaria. He thinks her moves were powerful, and the names are cool. Maya is reluctant to lose to Kilmaria in any way. However, she is not good at naming, and eventually names her wind magic Big Sis Hurricane. In the following story, Asahi works hard to reach level 10 by finishing the tutorial. Maya is surprised that Asahi's level is increased so slowly. After discussion, they discover that only monsters that Asahi personally defeats can increase his experience points. In order for Asahi to raise his level as quickly as possible, Maya proposes that she control the monsters and then let Asahi defeat them, which is refused by Asahi then. Even if it is to raise his level, he doesn't want to bully a monster that doesn't have the ability to resist. In his opinion, slowly leveling up is the fun of the game. Maya doesn't find any point in leveling up, because no matter what monster she encounters, she can end the battle in one blow. Maya's words are really a great blow to Asahi. Although he is weak, he does not want to increase his level by cheating. Because Asahi keeps checking his stats, Maya feels bored. As she prepares to push Asahi down, Asahi casts a skill capable of escaping in battle. Unexpectedly, his actions arouse Maya's fighting spirit. The more the prey resists, the more excited Maya gets. Asahi wants to continue using his skill to escape, but he runs out of his mana, causing him to be unable to use any skills. After that, Asahi comes to the Adventurers Guild. He doesn't want to rely on his sister all the time and wants to try teaming up with other people. Joining a squad is also one of the joys in another world. Team members can cooperate with each other in battles and go on adventures in a variety of places. If he is lucky, he may even have a romantic love story with the female team members. The reception lady notices that Asahi wants to find teammates and leads him to the bulletin board where the team information is displayed. She suggests that Asahi form a well-balanced team. Like the clan Balmonk, Siegfried and his teammates have a clear-cut division, and they are well in tune with each other, which is the ideal team composition. Asahi admires Siegfried and is curious about his current situation. The reception lady secretly tells him that the clan Balmonk was defeated by a mysterious man and has fled back to the royal capital. Asahi is very shocked. It also makes him aware of the risk of teaming up with others, and he is now hesitant to part with Maya. While wandering the street, he finds several hooligans bullying a drunk man. Asahi picks up stones and throws them at the hooligans, intending to attract the attention of the hooligans so that the drunk man can find an opportunity to run away. But he never expects that this drunk man is very powerful and easily defeats the hooligans. After interacting with the drunk man, Asahi is surprised to find that he is Siegfried. After losing to the mysterious man, Siegfried becomes very upset. He completely loses confidence and even begins to regret becoming an adventurer, drinking every day to relieve his emotion. Asahi comforts Siegfried, saying that although he was defeated in battle, he gained a friendship with his teammates. Siegfried thinks Asahi is naive, reminding him not to have illusions about his companions. His 3 teammates are all very strange. One is addicted to the host clubs, one is very arrogant, and the other suffers from social phobia and does not say a word. Since the mission to fight the Demon King failed, the clan Balmonk has been disbanded. Asahi has a positive attitude. He thinks they must have protected each other during their adventures, which can be considered a very good memory. Hearing this, Siegfried is convinced, and he decides to cheer himself up. After that, Asahi returns to the Adventurers Guild and decides to choose a team that is recruiting members. Unexpectedly, the reception lady takes the opportunity to give him a task to fight a group of wyverns that are attacking the town. Because this is an emergency, she sends Asahi directly outside the city. As the wyvern is about to attack Asahi, Kilmaria protects him. The reason why she came to find Asahi is that she wants to return his badge and defeat Maya. At this time, a group of wyverns attacks them. After receiving the news, Maya arrives and helps Asahi complete his quest. Kilmaria desperately wants to defeat Maya. She kidnaps Asahi and threatens Maya to accept her challenge. Maya does not allow anyone to hurt Asahi, and the two get into a fierce fight. During this time, a wyvern captures Asahi. In order to protect Asahi, the two girls temporarily reach a reconciliation. One is responsible for fighting the dragon, and the other is responsible for catching Asahi in the air. After solving the problem, Kilmaria once again holds Asahi hostage. Unexpectedly, Asahi escapes with his skill. Kilmaria thinks the siblings are very interesting and decides to let them go for the time being. After this mission, Asahi finally realizes that Maya is very important to him. Now he only needs his sister in his team and doesn't need to team up with others. The first part of My One-Hit Kill Sister ends here. Maya and Kilmaria are both very attractive female characters. They have powerful strength, but they don't despise Asahi because of his ordinary strength. Instead, they discover the good qualities in him, such as optimism, bravery, kindness, and so on. If you were Asahi, would you choose Maya or Kilmaria? I think if I were him, I would choose both of them. Just kidding. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.